All right, let's get one thing straight here. I don't care if you get offended. I don't care if you don't like this video, but if you can outlast the little bit of time I take to make this video, I think you'll agree with me. Let's talk about this coronavirus. And I know every video you watch, everything you see on TV is all about this damn COVID 19. I can't stand it. I turn on the radio. I don't even want to listen to the radio anymore. I turn on my TV. I can't find something that's not about the damn virus. I want to go back to things the normal way. I'm sure a lot of people do. But this is what upsets me. They ask us to wear masks. I've seen 99% of the people wear masks. But then you have that 1% walk into the store next to you and stand like two inches away from you like nothing's wrong. And then I'm going to be the asshole that turns around and says, dude, back up. Or, ma'am, can you give me 6 feet? You know, I now work 3 jobs instead of the guy who's collecting unemployment that makes more than I do. I work security. I work at Speedway. And I work for Dollar Tree. And I do a little jobs on the side too. But when I go to the unemployment office, because this is killing me, I'm working 7 days a week, I'm maybe getting 3 hours of sleep a day. The time I go to get the unemployment, the systems are overloaded. They're not updated. So, fuck me, right? Then there's people that are retired. You worked your lives, you should be retired. But they're getting Social Security. They're getting their disability. They had a 401k. They're set. Why are you giving them stimulus checks they don't need? Unemployment. Why do they get a stimulus check if they're already collecting unemployment? Why don't you give stimulus checks to people who work at a gas station, supermarkets, hospitals, not the doctors, the nurses who make 100 grand less than the doctor next to them? Doctors make upwards of $150,000 to $200,000. If they can't survive and need $1,200, stop paying for your wife's manicures and shit. Tell her to get 1 a week instead of 5 every day. Nurses that only make 30 grand a year, that have kids at home that they need to feed, they have to go to work. Give them a check. The government's got to stop supplying people that don't need the money. It's nice to give money away, but when you don't have the money to give it away, obviously there's going to be a lot more problems. On second, the government is giving away money that we pay for. All those taxes that you don't get back, let's say you paid your Social Security, you paid your medical, you paid your federal and your state taxes. And you know, when you get your taxes back, you only see 50 to 60% of those. That 40% is going to the federal depository. The money we're getting back is coming from the federal depository. So when they say, oh, we only have a certain amount of money to give out, they're giving your money away, my money away, to people that don't need this money, that didn't earn this money, nor put any profit towards this money. They didn't put a dime in. There's homeless people on the side of the road going to social services getting free shit. We always complained about this. Now all of a sudden there's a pandemic. Now we should give them $1,200 so they could go buy drugs and alcohol even more? Why do you think the death toll's so high? I don't think it's from the coronavirus at all. I think it's a bunch of people went and gotten drugs, went to the hospital, then got the coronavirus from the people that had it at the hospital. Before I lose my mind here, we should give people more money. Let's go up to $2,000 to people that deserve it. Screw doctors, they make enough as it is. screw law enforcement that are worked 10 years or more, because they have time off they could take off and be quarantined. They make enough money in Suffolk County. I'm from New York. In Suffolk County, New York, your average cop that has worked 10 years or more makes $60,000 to $90,000. If you can't survive and need $1,200 for the hell of it, go fuck yourself. I'm not saying every cop should not get a stimulus. Some deserve it. Some don't. Most don't. Some do. Not all doctors make $100,000. But yes, the people that make over $130,000 shouldn't get this. Yes, I think the people that make over $50,000 shouldn't get this. Unless they had a quarantine from their job and they will not work. If you got quarantined from your job and you can't collect unemployment, yes, you get a $2,000 check. We went through $380 billion through this stimulus check that we were supposed to get, and they went out to millions of people. I bet if we looked at the little people that don't deserve it, we probably would have spent maybe $100 million. And if we wanted to spend the $380 billion, we would have probably gotten $3,000 in a stimulus check and not had to worry about bills and car payments and cell phones and kids and this and that. $3,000 would have lasted me a month. Would have lasted some of the families a month. Not everyone is as rich as everyone else. So when we get our little bit of money, we spread it out. But the guy that lives in Hampton Bays or some rich town gets $1,200. Oh, let's go out to dinner tonight, people. Does that seem fair? Why is it that the rich become richer and the poor get poorer? Maybe we should go back into the government. Then take the poor people and put them in the government. Then we'll see how rich the rich stay. If you agree with me, like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.